Swiggity swoo, how'd you do, guys? This is Powerhouse Pancham, and I'm back again, guys, with another episode. But today it is not going to be Pokemon Showdown Sessions. We're going to have a small break from that just for today, though. I hope you guys understand. And actually, I'm going to bring you quite an interesting video on, well, I'm just going to call it Weather Wars. Basically, I'm just going to be going through the process of the four main weather setups, also some other unorthodox weather setters you can use. I'm just going to be explaining to you guys different sets you can run on these weather setters, and this is going to include rain, sun, sand, and hail. So let's get straight into it. I can go by alphabetical order, and the first Pokemon on the list is going to be Abomasnow. Abomasnow is a Pokemon that knows Snow Warning. Snow Warning, if you did not know, actually summons hail. Hail is a really good typing because it does damage to Pokemon that aren't ice type or water type. I think it might be just ice type. I'm not too sure. I've never actually used a Abomasnow before. But yeah, so it does get the ability Snow Warning. Other Pokemon you can use to actually get this. Let me just have a look now. I think Aurorus is the only other Pokemon. So we have a look right now. Yeah, so the only Pokemon that get it is Abomasnow, Mega Abomasnow, and Aurorus as its full evolution. Aurorus is okay. It does have 4 times weakness to fighting and steel. It has a lot of weaknesses, so I'm just going to stick with Abomasnow. It is probably the best option as it only has a weakness to steel, fighting, fire, and that's about it. 4 times weakness to fire though, so you gotta be careful. In terms of item choice, I'm gonna actually just go Focus Sash for this one. I'm actually gonna explain different items after I get the moveset done. So we can go with Focus Sash for this one, and we can go with Snow Warning. In terms of moves, we definitely want Blizzard. Blizzard is an absolute incredible move. I definitely advise you guys use Blizzard. We're gonna go with Giga Drain this time. Giga Drain is that's Geiger, right? Giga Drain is a really nice move to have, 75 base power and 100 accuracy. However, you can go for another move such as Energy Ball that has 90 base power, but you do not get that HP regeneration. And as long as you're not basically, if you lose a little bit of health and then you use Giga Drain to get back up to full health, you actually still have your Focus Sash intact. I learned this with when using the Focus Sash Whimsicott at the start of the VGC season. So for this turn, we are actually going to go with Giga Drain. You can go for max power. I guess Focus Sash could be useful to use Energy Ball. And yeah. So on to the next move, I am actually going to go with Ice Shard. Ice Shard is really good because as long as you invest it correctly, you can actually Oko Mega Landorus, which is really nice to have. Ice Shard is a really nice move to have. And then we are going to go Protect just so we can conserve our Focus Dash, or even just Protect just to avoid any Fire type attacks, Fighting type taps, or Steel type attacks. So, this is a very, very basic basic moveset here. In terms of EV spread, you could definitely go with full HP, full special attack. And then actually make it, put 4 and maybe defense, that's its lower defense stat. And then you could actually make it something really cool, such as a Quiet Nature, which is plus special attack and minus speed. This would be great for Trick Room. You can make it modest though. And yeah, so that's the first set I've made for Abomasnow. Another set you could actually make, Aaron Zeng ran this when he used his for a short time he used a Trick Room team. This Trick Room team actually consists of Blizzard, Ice Shard, actually had Wood Hammer. And the last move was Protect. He used Wood Hammer because Wood Hammer has an insane amount of base power, 120 base power. It does have 33% recoil, but that is a insanely good move. And instead of in HP, he actually put 252 into attack, which I thought was a really cool idea. And then what he did is that he went plus special attack minus speed. And that actually worked out really well for him. I really like that idea. Another set I did actually think of was actually using a Choice Scarf variant. This would catch many opponents they just wouldn't be expecting it. I'm really sorry. Let me just make this level 50 real quick. So yeah, in terms of moves, I would just go with Blizzard. I would go back to Energy Ball or Giga Drain. Let's run with Giga Drain. I do prefer Giga Drain over anything else. Ice Shard, obviously, just to get that priority. And then I would probably go with something, I'm not too sure to be honest. You could definitely go with something like Ice Beam, just in case if you do lose your Hail and Blizzard's not 100% accuracy. But obviously that, I wouldn't really advise that. We could go with something like a Hidden Power. Icy Wind, that sounds like a good idea. I actually like the look of Icy Wind right now. And we could even go for something quite ridiculous, something like Sheer Cold, which is here. Sheer Cold, it OHKOs the target but it fails. If the target is lower, I did not actually know that, but it does have a 30% chance accuracy, like a 30 accuracy, so I wouldn't really go with that. But you know what, Icy Wind actually sounds quite cool, so I would actually go with that for a choice card variant. So Blizzard, Giga Drain, Ice Shard, and Icy Wind. Then again, you do have 4 ice type moves, which is a bit of a pain, but apart from that, I think that's quite cool. In terms of like EV spreads, Showdown's actually offered quite a cool one here with minus defense plus speed, which would be a hasty nature. I would go with something like that, definitely. Yeah, I would definitely advise something like that. So obviously put in 4 into attack suit, just so you don't lose any attack investment, 252 in special attack and 252 in speed. We're looking at the EVs, well, sorry, the base stats of Abominable, pretty mediocre, nothing over 100, which is a shame. 60 base speed isn't the best, but you can actually make that work. I actually used a Choice Scar Sylveon at one point, and that actually was a really fun Pokemon to use. So yeah. So next we're going to move on to the next Pokemon in the alphabetical order, and that would actually be Charizard Y. So when looking at Charizard Y, here is Charizard's base stats, its original form. Nothing special there, 100 speed and 109 special attack is pretty decent. But when we have a look at Charizard Y, the base stats are out of this world. So we're obviously going to go for level 50. It would have the Charizard out, of course. That would be the Y version. Drought its ability. And then onto the moves, we're going to go with something like... we're going to go with Heat Wave, definitely. Heat Wave's a really nice move. It hits both opponents and has 95 base power. 90 accuracy is its only downside, but it doesn't actually have a 10% chance to burn. Beforehand, I have actually got 2 burns, not in a row, but I got a burn on a Kangaskhan. My opponent then switched out the Kangaskhan into his Landorus, I think. And then I got a burn on the Landorus, which was a bit unfortunate, but oh well. Heat Wave's definitely... an exceptional move to run. Overheat is probably a necessity with Charizard Y. Overheat in the sun probably gets an Ocon pretty much every Pokemon in the meta. Maybe apart from like a water rock type. I don't know. A Pokemon that 4 times resists fire. But Overheat does a lot of damage. You can obviously go with the Solar Beam as well. Solar Beam is great because it has grass coverage, so really uncommon on a flying and fire type. So Solar Beam is definitely a really cool move to run. And then you can go with something like Protect as well. Other moves that I ran last season personally, I did actually swap out Solar Beam for Air Slash. Don't ask me why. I think Air Slash just came in because I saw Blaziken. I wasn't really doing VGC 14 last year. I was sort of just having a bit of fun. But I did run Air Slash for some odd reason. Other moves you could run instead of Overheat is definitely Fire Blast. You could run Dragon Pulse, I guess. Dragon Pulse sounds quite cool. Will-O-Wisp, I've never seen that. Or even Tailwinds. Tailwinds down here. For 4 turns, ally speed is doubled. So onto the EV spreads. Obviously, it's going to be a basic blah, blah, blah. 4 in defense. And then obviously with a timid nature. Although you can actually get bulky variants. You can go have a look on some Nugget Bridge Archers just to see some bulky variants. I know a lot of people do like to run bulky Megazord Y to survive a rock side from Adamant Landers. However, there is always that 30% chance that you're not going to attack anyway due to the flinch opportunity. So this is definitely what I'd run for Charizard Y. I definitely recommend it, guys. And I've used Charizard Y before. You could definitely pair it up with a Pokemon such as... Venusaur, of course, Venusaur, Chlorophyll, Mamoswine, oh my goodness, Heat Wave, Earthquake, like, annihilates people, unless they obviously open up with, like, Kangaskhan, and Kangaskhan and Landorus, but you just gotta take your chances there. So yeah, so those are the first 2 Pokemon. Moving up the alphabetical order, P comes next, and P is for Politoed. Politoed's one of my favourite Pokemon in the game at the moment. I am actually using it currently, and it is a Pokemon that is serving me good justice. Drizzles its ability, like, as it switches in, it does Summon Rain. I forgot to mention with Charizard Y, the only other Pokemon that gets Drought is actually Ninetales, I believe. Let me just check that real quick for you guys. Then having a look at Drought, yeah, we do have Groudon, but Groudon isn't viable in this metagame, unfortunately. But Charizard Y and Ninetales are the 2 Pokemon, with Charizard Y being definitely the most viable. With Politoed, having a look at Drizzle, we can actually see that only 2 Pokemon get it, and obviously Politoed is the only VGC legal. Kyogre, oh my goodness, that was VGC legal. 100 HP, 90 defense, 140 special defense, and 150 special attack with a very respectable 90 speed. Wow, I don't even understand what went through Game Freak's mind when they made this VGC legal at some point. I wasn't around for that era, but well, I was around. I was born, but I wasn't like playing during that era. In terms of item choice scarf all the way for my Politoed. Politoed is a Pokemon that like absolutely annihilates Pokemon with choice scarf. I love it to bits, and yeah. So onto the moveset, Scold, obviously. Scold is a necessity. Can go with Surf here, but also 90 base power, 100 accuracy, and it actually hits every Pokemon. Obviously, Pokemon like Ludicolo can actually take a Surf because Surf actually hits every Pokemon on the field. So out of the 4 Pokemon on the field, 3 Pokemon will be affected. Pair it with a Pokemon like Ludicolo, Kingdra, who are 4 times resistant. Surf does diddly squat to it, which is really nice to have. Alex Ogloza, for example, ran Hydro Pump, though, a very viable option as well on Politoed. 110 base power and 80 accuracy, and that's about it. So for this example, I'm going to go with Surf. Surf is an amazing move, and I definitely recommend it. Next, we are actually going to move on to Ice Beam. Ice Beam, 90 base power, 100 accuracy. Freezes target, great against grass types like Virizion. Also, it's really good against Salamence and other dragon types like that. So I'm definitely going to run with Ice Beam here. Last move for the Rain, not for the Rain Dance variant, for the Choice Scarf variant, I am actually going to go Rain Dance. Basically, what you can do is that you can open up a Politoed Ludicolo on your first turn. Your opponent might open up with a Tyranitar or a Bombsnail or even a Charizard White. They Mega Evolve or obviously just get their weather condition up if you're faster. That means you can then just spam Rain Dance that same turn, so all of their special defense bonuses, all of their speed, all their attack damages are reduced if they're fire type. So Rain Dance is an essential move to run on Scarf Politoed. I definitely recommend it. Other moves you could run, say, instead of Ice Beam or even Scold, is definitely something like Hypnosis. I wouldn't recommend it though. Hypnosis is sort of like a move I definitely don't like. 60 accuracy, let's be honest. I actually went for a game once where I went up against a Scarf Gardevoir that used it 4 times. After 4 times it hit it 4 out of 4 times on a Hypnosis, which was kind of annoying, but oh well, what can you do? We do have Rain Dance, as I said before. Onto the EV spread, I've gone with 252 in special attack, 252 in speed, with I'm gonna put 4 in defense here just to make it a little bit bulky, and you can actually make it a timid or a modest nature. I like to go with modest personally because, to be honest, timid doesn't really outspeed like everything you want to. What's happened here? I do not know. I'm really sorry about this. I'm not sure what's happening right now. Okay. And apparently Pokemon Showdown's downloading, although I already have the download, so let's cancel that. I am on the web version just so I can use this cool overlay right now. So back onto the team builder, we do have Weather Wars here. Yeah, so I'm sorry about that. So obviously with the Politoed, Scald Surf, Ice Beam, Rain Dance, definitely something I recommend. Other items you can use is Citrus Berry. Citrus Berry was my favourite one. Citrus Berry or even Leftovers onto the moveset. Then Scald, Ice Beam is definitely essential. You can then go with something like Helping Hand. That's something I ran on mine and I really enjoyed using it. And for the last slot, instead of Rain Dance, you could go with something like Protect. Or even if you do want to play with a Perish Trap team, you're obviously going to go for something like Perish Song. Either way, that works really well. With Perish Song, you would usually use Leftovers. EV spread, you can make into anything you want. I'm not going to give you a specific spread, but that's for you guys to decide. So that's obviously the 3rd Pokemon down, and we have 1 more left, which is actually the almighty Gen 2 Godzilla-like Tyranitar. Tyranitar, one of the coolest Pokemon ever to be made in this game. Look at it, it looks like really fantastic. I really like the design of it. It was Politoed level 50, of course it was. So we are going to go Tyranitar here with the level 50 Pokemon. Item running, you could go Tyranitar, making it Mega, but for this one I'm actually just going to go with the almighty, all power. In fact, no, I'm not going to go Choice Scarf. I'm not going to go Choice Scarf. We've used that 2 times now. Life Orb. Sandstream, of course. You can use the really good what's it called? You can use Choice Scarf if you want to, but it's completely up to you. Obviously, I'm going to make this a special variant just to start off with. Dark Pulse obviously is an essential move, followed by something like Rock Slide. Rock Slide is the only, it's the only physical, well, it's the only good physical rock move it can learn on top of Stone Edge. It can't actually learn any special rock type moves, so Rock Slide is probably a really good option for you guys to use. Other moves you can use is definitely Fire Blast. Fire Blast you want to use instead of Flamethrower in my opinion, because Tyranitar special attack isn't the best. Fire Blast really does take advantage of this. And for the last one, you can go with something like Ice Beam. Ice Beam is really nice to have. I'd definitely go with something like that. If you were going to go for Ice Beam, I'd probably make it Focus Sash as well. So what you could do here is that you could survive a superpower or earthquake from Landorus Fairy form, and then hit it back with an Ice Beam for the knockout. So obviously onto the EV spread here, you would probably go max special attack, probably something like max speed maybe, depends what you want to make it, bulky or speedy, and then you probably put 4 in attack with maybe a minus defense nature with a plus special attack. Oh, let's quickly correct that. Bearing in mind that even though we are investing everything into special attack, its base attack still is higher, which means that Crunch, for example... Oh, no, wait. Okay, don't worry. Special attack is higher in this case, but only just, and that's with a lot of investment, including a plus special attack in nature. So, what you could also run on this Pokemon is definitely a physical variant, so Crunch, obviously Rock Slide. I would go something like Superpower here. Superpower is a really nice move to have, and then you can go for any move you want. If you're going to make this Focus Sash, I'd probably go with Protect, but if you are going to make it like a Choice Scarfer, you can go something like Low Kick. Well, no, not Low Kick because we have Superpower. You can go with Ice Punch, Iron Head. Iron Head's a nice move for Sylveon. You could go with anything really, like Rock, even Stone Edge is a possibility, completely up to you though guys. Onto EV spread then, you would probably make it like full attack instead, so full attack with like 4 in HP. Oh, that's not 4 in HP. 4 in HP, and then you probably make it a Jolly or an Animate Nature. So yeah. So, Tyranitar is one of the cool Pokemon I like. Out of all 4 of these Pokemon, I think Politoed is the best, only because I sort of have a bit of a biased view on it. Also, Politoed is amazing in Rain. Rain mode is one of the most dominant typings at the moment. Although Sand is catching up on popularity due to the all good Aaron Zeng. He's been using Sand Team quite recently, and he has been dominating with it. Went to regionals with it, although he displayed it on his channel for like 2 weeks. So fair play to him. And yeah, he still did really well. So that's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Weather Wars it is, and I hope you guys actually got a lot of help out of this. If you run partner Pokemon with this, like with each Pokemon, Bombastone works really well. Glaceon, and even I'm not sure to be honest. Glaceon's the main one you see. Charizard Y is Venusaur and Mamoswine. Politoed, Ludicolo, Kingdra, even Kabutops and Swampert if you're really feeling it. And with Tyranitar, I'd go something like Landorus normal form, Mega Garchomp, or even something like Excadrill. Excadrill is definitely a more common Pokemon, but all the better. It's still really good. So yeah, so that's my video, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Go check out the team build that I actually made with NerdKiddle. Go watch it, guys. Also, a link will be in the description of that video to NerdKiddle's channel. There's a lot of great content. So thanks for watching, guys. Go check out my content. Don't forget to leave a like and even subscribe, only if you want in, depending on if you enjoyed this video. It takes a few seconds and it actually makes my day. So thanks for watching, guys, and for now, goodbye.